Hi, my name is Keenan Tamm. I'm a school psychology intern in the school district of Palm Beach County. The following webinar will include information on how to practice one of many mindfulness skills known as radical acceptance. So what is radical acceptance? Overall, it means accepting our reality as it is rather than fighting against it. Another way we can think of radical acceptance is as accepting the things in life that we can't change. More specifically, radical means complete and total acceptance in mind, body, and heart. While acceptance means seeing reality for what it is, even if we do not like it. To radically accept our circumstances, we must change the way we think. This means changing our thoughts, such as, why did this happen to me, to things are the way they are. Or changing the thought, my life is awful, to my life is still worth living, even though it is sometimes painful. To better explain radical acceptance, let's go through an example situation. More specifically, let's see how we can use radical acceptance to help a child who has hurt their ankle while playing basketball and cannot continue to play. Our tendency is to fight reality, which in this case would mean your child decides to continue playing. However, their decision to continue playing will make their ankle hurt worse. Fighting reality can also take the form of blame, which in this case means that your child blames themselves or someone else for their injury. Using radical acceptance in this scenario requires your child to understand that they need to rest their ankle and cannot continue to play, even though it is very upsetting. Like any skill, we need to continually practice radical acceptance to be able to utilize it effectively. The following slides include a step-by-step practice you can use to better develop your skills and those of your child. Step 1 in radical acceptance is to observe that you are questioning or fighting reality. Typically, we find ourselves saying things like, "It shouldn't be this way," when we are fighting reality. In step 2, you must remind yourself that the unpleasant reality is just as it is and can't be changed. This step requires us to tell ourselves, "This is what happened." Step 3 requires you to remind yourself there is no specific cause for the reality, but that a variety of happenings led up to it. This step requires us to tell ourselves, "This is how things happened that made them this way." Step 4 involves practice accepting with the whole self, your mind, body, and spirit. To do this, use accepting self-talk, relaxation, and mindfulness of your breath. To complete step 5, make a list of the behaviors you would do if you accepted your reality. Engage in the behaviors and act as if you have already accepted the facts of your reality. In step 6, cope ahead with events that seem unacceptable. To do this, imagine something you wouldn't want to accept. Then rehearse in your mind what you would do if you accepted it. To complete step 7, attend to your body's sensations as you think about what you need to accept. In step 8, allow yourself to feel disappointment, sadness, or grief. Remember that radical acceptance does not stop our pain, but helps us to cope with it. For step 9, acknowledge that life can be worth living even when there is pain. For the final step, make a pro and con list if you find yourself resisting practicing radical acceptance. In summary, radical acceptance is for problems that can't be solved quickly and those that can't be solved at all. Denying your reality will not change it. You must accept the facts of reality before you can change it. Finally, pain is part of reality that cannot be prevented. Not accepting pain increases our suffering. The information, example, and step-by-step practice were taken from DBT Skills in Schools, Skills Training for Emotional Problem Solving for Adolescents. It is an excellent resource to learn more about mindfulness skills, especially radical acceptance. Thank you for watching this presentation.